Let's dive right in and explore the intriguing world of Pi Network. If you've heard of Pi Network, you've likely encountered a whirlwind of opinions and possibilities surrounding this digital currency. You've probably seen wild claims that seem almost too good to be true. One Pi coin could be worth $314,159. That's the so-called global consensus value, or GCV, a figure that has captured the imagination of many. A number that's turned a simple app, seemingly straightforward in its design, into a global phenomenon. The dream that your daily taps, a simple act performed on your smartphone, could make you a millionaire overnight. Communities have sprung up, fueled by this shared vision of potential wealth, trading goods at this sky-high valuation, essentially bartering with a currency that exists primarily within the Pi network ecosystem. Hoping belief alone can create wealth. The appeal is obvious. The promise of easy money is a powerful motivator. Financial freedom, the ability to live life on your own terms. No barriers to entry. Anyone with a smartphone can participate. Just a smartphone and hope. But is this number real or just hype? Is it a genuine reflection of value or simply wishful thinking amplified by a dedicated community? Is it a true market price or wishful thinking? Whenever something sounds too good to be true, especially in the volatile world of cryptocurrency, it's time to ask tough questions. In this video, we'll break down the $314,159 figure, examining its origins and the reasoning behind it, separate fact from fiction, and delve into the realities of Pi Network's current state, and reveal what's really happening with Pi Network. We'll provide you with the information you need to make informed decisions. So, what exactly is Pi Network all about? What's the core concept behind it? It's a crypto project aiming to be accessible to everyone, a digital currency designed for everyday users, regardless of their technical expertise. Unlike Bitcoin, you don't need expensive mining rigs, just your phone. It's designed to be energy efficient and user-friendly. Started by Stanford grads, Pi's core goal is to get digital currency into millions of hands, making it a truly global and inclusive cryptocurrency. The idea is to build a strong user base before it hits the open market. Right now, Pi exists in an enclosed mainnet, essentially a closed system where you can trade Pi with other users within the Pi network ecosystem, but you can't cash out to external exchanges just yet. The open mainnet, where Pi could potentially be traded on major exchanges, is currently planned for February 2025, but this date is subject to change. Now let's talk about that GCV. It's a price, a specific valuation that's been circulating within the Pi community. That price is $314,159 per Pi, an aspirational value agreed upon by a passionate community of Pi enthusiasts, and importantly, not by the market forces or Pi's creators themselves. Some supporters are already trading goods and services at this value within the Pi ecosystem, hoping to eventually set a standard before Pi officially goes public on the open market. It's a bit like a small town deciding that seashells are worth $1,000 each and then trading everything within that town at that inflated rate. The GCV is fundamentally a grassroots movement driven by community belief, and it's crucial to remember it's not an official price endorsed by any authority. The big hope for the GCV proponents? That their collective belief and adoption will eventually force the wider world to accept their valuation of Pi. But the big question remains, can a community-set price, however passionate, really hold up and be sustained in the cold, hard reality of the global marketplace? The $314,159 figure isn't random. It's based on the digits of Pi multiplied by $100,000. This clever nod to the project's name gave the number instant appeal and made it a rallying cry. The GCV didn't come from Pi's founders. It started in online communities and quickly spread. Supporters argue that value is all about social agreement. If enough people believe, it becomes real. But critics point out that such a valuation would make Pi worth more than the entire U.S. economy. Traditional markets rely on supply, demand, and utility, not just belief. The GCV is a bold experiment in collective value, but it faces massive economic hurdles. Is belief enough to make Pi worth trillions? Most experts say, not likely. Here's where rumors get wild: claims that big banks and even the U.S. government are secretly backing Pi at the GCV. As of June 2025, there's zero credible evidence for this. No official statements from Pi's team, banks, or government agencies support these claims. These rumors are fueled by wishful thinking and misinterpreted news about banks exploring blockchain, not Pi specifically. The idea that global finance would suddenly adopt a new, untested currency at a world-shaking value is pure fiction. Always check official sources, not anonymous social media posts. Hype can build community, but it can also set you up for disappointment. Let's compare the dream to reality. While Pi isn't tradable yet, some exchanges list Pi IOUs, speculative placeholders for the real coin. The price? Around 53 cents per Pi, not $314,159. This huge gap shows the difference between community belief and actual market sentiment. GCV supporters dismiss the IOU price as irrelevant, insisting the real value will emerge at launch. But market analysts see the IOU price as a more realistic preview reflecting likely supply and demand. When millions can finally sell, will they hold out for GCV or cash out for far less? The IOU price is based on real trades. The GCV is a social agreement. When Pi hits the open market, raw economics will decide the price. Be ready for a reality check. What do Pi's creators say? Dr. Nicholas Kokalis and the team have never endorsed the GCV. They insist Pi's value will be set by real-world utility and market forces, not by community votes or symbolic numbers. Their focus is on building a useful ecosystem, apps, services, and real transactions. Most crypto analysts agree. Pi's launch price will likely be far lower than the GCV, maybe in the $30, $350 range or even less. Some forecasts are as low as $65 for 2025. For Pi to hit GCV, it would need a market cap bigger than the global stock market. Economically impossible for a new project. Community passion is great, but it can't override basic economics. The consensus Pi's real value will be a fraction of the GCV, but could still reward early adopters if the project succeeds. So the question remains, what should you do amidst all the excitement and uncertainty surrounding Pi Network? How can you navigate the future of Pi in a way that's both informed and realistic? First and foremost, ground your expectations in reality. It's easy to get caught up in the hype, but a level-headed approach is crucial. Diligently follow official updates. Stay informed directly from the source. This is especially important as the open mainnet launch approaches. Pay close attention to announcements regarding the launch process and any associated requirements. Learn to separate hype from fact. Discern credible information from speculation and unsubstantiated claims. Remember, the GCV, or global consensus value, is a social experiment, not an official price set by the Pi network. Be skeptical of anyone promising guaranteed riches or unrealistic returns on your Pi holdings. Similarly, be wary of claims involving secret bank deals or exclusive investment opportunities related to Pi. Protect your wallet with utmost care. Never, under any circumstances, share your passphrase with anyone. And be extra vigilant and aware of potential scams as the launch nears. Scammers often try to take advantage of increased excitement and vulnerability. Real value ultimately comes from utility. Keep an eye out for legitimate businesses and applications that are genuinely accepting Pi as a form of payment. Look beyond simple bartering. Remember, if you've mined Pi, any value it attains should be considered a bonus. Therefore, plan ahead and consider different price scenarios. Dreaming big is fine, but always be practical. Ask yourself, what will you do if Pi is worth $1, $10, or $50? Stay informed with reliable information. Avoid making emotional decisions based on fear or greed, and closely watch for the official launch of the open mainnet. That's the pivotal moment when speculation begins to subside, and Pi's true value, based on its utility and adoption, will be revealed. Until then, maintain realistic expectations and keep your eyes open for both opportunities and potential risks.